Alright. Take 3, it would seem. For me, my Wi-Fi went down for the second time tonight. Alright. We're back up. Just waiting for an invite. Thank you, Kusky. Alright. VOD viewers are going to be so confused by this one. It's been a stinker for me. And it's been a stinker from my Wi-Fi, it would seem. Android has been disconnected. Yep, apologies for the stream dying. My Wi-Fi decided that it was gonna poop the bed. Yeah, not ideal. Honestly, it's been a bit of a stinker from myself and from my Wi-Fi. But we're still gonna try here. Because at the end of the day, I don't provide the excitement you guys do. And so all I gotta do is say what I see, and this will quickly revive itself. As you've got Tomboy now fighting Mendel as Andreas is DSQ'd off stream. Bummer. Skippy, Jackie, Hughes and Swister still fighting it out now for P7 instead. Evie and Harish, I'm assuming, have pitted. Tomboy closing in on the back of Mendel, looking to get himself up into P3. My bold prediction at the top was Red Bull 1-3 with Tomboy up and there on the podium. So if Piastri died a death, which I would never hope on anyone. Come on, my predictions, man, please. Piastri initially not very happy with the restart, but I think he'll be happy now because he's up into P2. Touch wood, no commentator's curse here, genuinely. Please, I've already done it once tonight. I think it all started to go downhill with the commentator's curse. Well, actually, it started going downhill as soon as I went to launch stream today. Realised I wasn't signed into the account. Bummer. Thought I was going to have to stream from my personal for a while. Bummer, had to be host. Bummer, set the lobby up wrong. Yeah, Kai, and then commentators cursed it. My stream blipped for a second. I thought my Wi-Fi died. It did, but probably just gave you a bit of stream lag. Yeah, lobby settings wrong. And then my stream decides that it's going to go down as Tomboy passes Mendel. Glorious in there with a dive bomb that he's having to defend from Fig, who looked to go on the outside there. Mendel into the pit lane. Piastri can now see his rival. As they can see his both passes as well here. Working together nicely. Right now just waiting for some action. I think we'll see it very soon because Jackie is all over the back of Skippy. really much to report on right now. A bit of a lull in the middle of the race here. That's a yellow flag further back. Edveer, not Edveer, sorry, my apologies. Hawash seems to have had some sort of issue in there. That's caused him to spin as our leader dives into the pits then, but not after he doesn't give his rival a dose of DRS well then. He's timed that one well. So here's the fight with Jackie and Skippy. Oh, they made contact! Skippy's round! Jackie gave the squeeze, there was still space, but Skippy with a tiny bit of understeer there. And they come together. A racing incident between the two of them, but Skippy now with a recovery drive. He's not even pit yet. And he is all but last but one of the cars that have come into the pits. A collision between the Haas and the Alfa Romeo there. One that I'm sure the stewards will get involved. Race ban for murder, says Pickle, as Edveer and Mendel. Something going on there, but oh dear. Caught on stream as well. I would ask chat what they think about it, but I think Pickle's saying Jackie's a murderer, and Lazy just said, "Oh shit." I think we know which way under Red Bull's payment, yeah. Or because they think Haas is a threat, do they? That's A5. Well, actually, to be fair, you have got a Haas ahead of a Red Bull this race. Yeah, you got 2 cars ahead of a Red Bull. Oof. Title threats here. Not complete murder, more like a gentle bullet in the shoulder. You guys are saving the stream, man. Glorious and Fig coming to the pit lane. Death Mage as well, passed by A5 moments ago, is already second behind. But he's nicked a bit of DRS off of him. Yeah, I saw you guys talking about that battle. I was like, actually no, I flashed it. Oh god, they're side by side. Oh, let's go on board. And death. Not complete murder, more like a bullet in the shoulder. That one's got to go in some sort of quote book. As still a Haas and now for Romeo fighting it out on track here. Jackie on what will now be the worst tyre. So Jackie will have to keep up with a fat old bit of raw pace here. Speaking of raw pace, Big looking to get past Glorious here. Put himself up into a possible net P2 if he can yeah, but mind, these guys are quite far off the lead of the race. My dum-dum did not notice that. A5 is going to take these mediums quite long. The Astri going to go long to get the softs on as well. So this is going to come to its own later on in the race. Gentle bullet. Hello, 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 George. You have missed the single most shambolic stream of my streaming career. If you want the list, it can be here. We can do it. As Jackie and Hughes still looking to fight out. The Red Bull of A5 has closed this fight in now. He's got to deal with this traffic quick and efficiently. One thing being the fastest out there and being the net race leader, but it's the other having good traffic management, and that little shove of the nose sends Jackie wide. He's going to be on the outside here, which not an ideal place to be. Pressure tyres, he'll look for a switchback. This all the while holding him up as he dances around the outside, looks to the inside now of Jackie. He's got to be careful here, but he's also got to get past. I fear Ascend is in order, has to take an avoiding action there for Jackie, who backs out, recognises the threat. So basically, we were late because I had recently hard reset my Xbox's A5 to the inside of fuse down the main straight, give me a better camera angle game. There we go, right to the inside. Jesus. Still side by side bumping there as wide goes A5, and this chaos is inviting Jackie back into the mix. I'll have to talk about the race itself and why we're late in just a second as Jackie goes into pits, and Hughes still fighting it out with A5, having a bit of a duel with A5, who's not going to be happy with this. Hughes yet to pit and with no reason. You'd think he's being paid to try and stay ahead there. Gets a snap of oversteer. A5 blasts around the outside. Takes the position. Hughes unable to do anything, but that has cost A5 myriads and complete and utter ton of time. So, George, it was late because I reset my Xbox recently, and so it logged me out of the HRA account, so I had to log back in. That sent me late, so stream got up at 10:02, and then I figured I had to host. You can see where this is going. So we started at 8:08. We did quali, all that went smooth. Got into the race, that went smooth. Commentators cursed Kai. That caused a safety car where we found out it was on immersive. A5 got DSQ'd, messy lobby restart, Kusky had to host, and now we're here late as hell. I'm literally falling asleep in front of this screen despite the good racing. And so, yeah. And my Wi-Fi has died, blipped once and died once. As Swidster and Hughes into the pits. Yeah, it's gone really well, George. Honestly, for the first for the first 10 laps of this race, I didn't want to be here. But do you know what? The racing sort of brought me back into it here. Because we do have a free car fight, 4P3 here. This will be on the net. Of course, Piastri will have to navigate these guys once he's pitted and try and make his way back up through, but it's quite a nice fight. Yeah. There was some controversy over the lobby restart as well. People saying I shouldn't have restarted it. You know, a DSQ's a DSQ, but the lobby settings are put wrong. And it's not like someone's been taken out by no fault of their own, similar to yourself in Abu Dhabi a couple of seasons ago. Sorry to remind you. But this was my fault and my fault alone, and it caused A5 to be out of the race as he got DSQ'd under the immersive safety car. As that's a lock up there from Tomboy, glorious for us to take advantage, but yeah. So Piastri was not very happy. Some other people were saying, yeah, it's happened to me before. Shut it down saying, yeah, I'm so sorry, George. You got the title at least, you got the title. £5 coins. Oh yeah, to be fair, £5 coins do exist. Not to nerd out, but they do exist. I got one or two actually. Not sure if they accept them as legal tender, but I just realised I've been chatting in game chat this whole fucking time. Ha! That's kind of funny. I'm so tired, man. I just want to go to sleep. Please. As soon as this race hits the checker play, I'm going to do a short outro, then I'm going to bed because I'm just so fucked. Didn't sleep till like midnight. Woke up half an hour before my first alarm, 6:30. tried to get back to sleep. Woke up about 20 minutes before my second alarm. So I woke up about 20 to 6, 20 to 7 again, and was just like, yeah, screw it a bit. Get ready, go to work. It's been a mare day for me because I then got stuck in traffic, was an hour and a half late for work. Shit day at work, had a headache all day. Get home. Find out some dum-dums killed all the villagers on my Minecraft run with my mates. And then this happens. So, do you know what? It's not just been a meh stream, it's been a meh day for me, mate. I just want to shut my eyes and hope for a better one tomorrow. But some good racing makes the day better from time to time. Shame because that first one was a good race, but we've still got a couple battles here. We've got a 4-car fight, 4P2 and Piastri at a penalty, but has 9 seconds to find. He also has to make that tyre go 11 laps, so a bit of an ask there from the soft tyre, and they are going to be absolutely carked. Yeah, Pickle, not sure if you're in adult life yet or not. There are great days. You know what? I wake up every day happy because I'm living a dream life, dream job, even though sometimes it doesn't seem like it. Dream job, you know. Good hobbies, good friend groups, but then you just wake up and you just have days when nothing goes right. It's like by the time you get to midday, you just want to go home. Piastri goes fastest, he's closing in big time here, 2 seconds reeled in that lap. This is gonna be close here. It's Fig takes P3 now, the sub. Oh yay, the headache's back. We close in on 8 laps left in this race. That lead is getting cut down lap after lap here. We're going to see them converge. AWS within striking distance within 4 laps. This is going to be a battle of wits right now. Who can keep it together? Fig doesn't look to defend yet. What is that camera angle game? As much as I like seeing the tribute star on the Mercedes to Niki Lauda, Death Mage gets the time penalty and multiple warnings. Andreas got DSQ, not sure. Yeah, lazy. I'm living my best life. Oh well. Mistakes made, lesson probably not learned. And just about couple things closer to not giving a single fuck about anything. Here we go, Fig and Tomboy side by side into La Ricardo corner, still side by side on exit. Great stuff from these two towards the end of this race, providing some action because now Glorious looks to get involved in it. Nothing in doing there, but he looks to blast around the outside, unable to do so. Dives it into the right. You've got to be careful of the right-handers around here because they kill front and rear left side tires in general. I have a track where there are 2 corners identical to that China Turn 1. But they are done left-handers instead of rights. And oh my goodness me, it kills the rear rights. and it is so difficult to manage. This is 2-stroke karting as well, so it's yeah. Still ain't got my go-kart fixed. I might just get rid of it because got Tyrantics in a room. Alright, well, while we're boring, I'm gonna tell the story of me going to my local track, which, for context, I've been to once in 2019, my second ever time karting. Once in the rain about 10 months ago, and I went Friday last week and Sunday last week, and it was dry in the first, which was just me out on track, and they were pretty happy with me. They you know, I was just me out on track doing a time trial, did decent times, pardon me, up there with their Pro League drivers apparently, which I didn't find out till the Sunday. And then I rock up Sunday and they say, oh yeah, we see you've been here, do you want to join the Pro League, this, that and the other. I'm like, nah, I'm alright, don't have money right now. And then it starts raining before we go out, and Sunday evening, all of their Pro League drivers, the top Pro League drivers, were at the local track, and it started raining, and rain is where I get quickest because it's not just about skill, which I have a severe lack of, as made evident by my short, but not so sweet dip one stint as Flora to the inside, Story pause, and Fig down one place there. As he looks for the switchback, gets it up and under. He goes, oh good enough exit though. Floris takes the P4. Keep an eye on this fight for the win, but yeah, I went out and long story short, we came second out of the Pro League drivers, and I think it was a champion of last season who beat me in the wet, so that was something. But also, huge W to George, getting a DD wheel. Don't get a CSL DD. I've had nothing but issues with them, and it might just be a me thing, but Fanatec build quality, well actually do, because Fanatec is still incredible, and if you've got the time, money and patience to deal with them, if there's any little nitpicky things here and there. But for me, I have neither until I've got a CSL DD that doesn't work, that I've spent stupid money on. Oh. Half a grid struggling with fuel, yeah. Yeah. No, A5, he's a smart boy. Don't get purpose of underfueling. It makes you maybe a couple tenths of a second slower, faster in a race. But ultimately, you lose more time than you do gain in lifting and coasting. Was it R9? Yeah. Fanatec. 4 years ago, yes. I would have said buy a Fanatec. When the CSL DD came out, I would have said buy it. But even now, just a couple of years after it was launched, Fanatec's build quality has plummeted. Completely plummeted. It's absolutely scandalous, to be fair. Yano Watmir going through at one point in its worst, I think 3 brake pedals in 2 weeks. I know they hit the brakes hard, but if you ever seen Danny Beresne's braking technique, he don't just hit the brake, he fucking kicks them. Sorry for the language. He kicks them. Literally. So you can get to 100% brake pressure faster. He kicks the brake down. Imagine if he was using new Fanatec pedals. Imagine. They wouldn't last half a bloody league race. They died 10 laps into Monaco for all the heavy braking. But yeah, not gonna lie, Fanatec mucking me about single-handedly ended my league racing career, and I am never gonna stop being salty about that. Cannot lie. When I have money, if I have money, I'll get it. I am gonna get the Thrustmaster Ferrari F1 wheel. I don't care if it's belt driven or not. I was living a good life on that CSL Elite before it died. Logitech G920 out that quick. That is scary. Genuinely, I made about 5 tenths jump when I went from a Thrustmaster TMX Pro to a CSL Elite. 5 tenths. Boom. Straight away. 3 laps in. Smashing my PBs on every track. Because I could just feel it so much nicer. So if you get them settings dialed in on a direct drive wheel, I've driven on a Mazda before at Comic-Con. They had ACC open with them on, and they had one with a McLaren, one with a Ferrari, and I set the fastest time on both of them. Total flex. Yes, it's me. I'm the guy at Comic-Con who beat all of the weebs. And the people dressed up in maid outfits, the big buff guys. Literally, there's a Comic-Con's the funniest thing in the world. There's always people with maid outfits on, big jacked guys wearing maid outfits. It's like, how on earth? How? And why? Sorry, I'm going on a real tangent. It sounds really sus me talking about big buff guys, right? But I'm saying about how I'm confused about it. Or you'll just be walking past someone who's in like a female anime cosplay, and it would just be a guy. It's confusing. Man, I really wish I could erase what I just said. There's a Hughes looking at a fight with Fig here. Never mind. You disconnected. Let's wait till the braking zone. Yeah, there's a disconnect for Hughes. He's quickly plummeting out of the points. Still ahead of Ed Veer for now, but Dell as well. It's been a poor race for him. Howard retires in the pits. Not his day today. As we close in on the end of this race. Yeah. For me, if I was to buy another wheel, it would be the Ferrari F1 wheel. Because ultimately, it's pretty cool having all that functionality. But, yeah. Yeah. For the people who had to hear me drunk babbling a couple months ago in a Discord call about keeping my go-kart and chatting about it, because I believe that was in HRA. I can't really remember much of that night, to be honest. Yeah, the dreams died yet again with the go-kart. Realising that it's less and less affordable day by day, so that's gone. But hey, I got my local track for Pro League to worry about now. Well, not worry about, enjoy. And compared to all expenses here, everything covered, fuel, all the maintenance, but not parts if I crash, £350 a month compared to £30 a month. Difference between owner and corporate. But saying that, racing owner as Piastri's face unfortunately dropping off here, unable to catch up. Yeah, the difference between owner and corporate, the only difference is the speed, and that carries over to the fighting. If you give someone a bump in corporates, a heavy bump that is, you're going to give them a little bit of whiplash. If you give someone a heavy bump in owner driver, you're going to be on top of them. Trust me, someone's done it to me before. And they decided they were going to bump me to try and push me off my line at a corner, exactly like China turn 1-2. They did, as we went through this bit, they bumped me off the line, tried to sneak down the inside, and took off over me before we then changed direction. They were alright. I don't think their kart was. They bent their chassis a little bit when they landed. It's in the final race, and that ruined it for me. If I didn't get damage from that, I would have won the next race. Womp womp. There, yeah. Alright. I would once again like to apologise for the lack of effort for this race. Everything that can go wrong pretty much did go wrong. But at the end of the day, there's still a race for us to watch. Yeah, that's what he did. He ramped over my rear left, trying to bump me in a long left-hander. Oh well, bumped me and then tried to go for the gap he wanted to create, because I'd heard he'd been doing it all day. I glanced behind quickly, I know you're not meant to, but I glanced behind, knew it was him a couple laps before, and it was the last lap. So, brother went for it, and I knew he was going to try and bump me offline, because everyone has been telling me, because that's the thing, when you're nice to other drivers and respect them, they tend to tell you what's the situation with drivers going on. So I knew already this guy was bumping, and he just tried to force me off my line and make a gap, and I lifted off to hold the inside, and he thought, wee, I'm going to go for that gap now, and I'm flying through the air now. Went across my front panel nacelle, knocked my bumper out of place somehow, gave me a drop down penalty, 10 seconds instantly. Yeah, my nacelle panel was pointing up in the air, getting caught by the wind, so I had to hold that down as I crossed the line. A couple corners later, he bent the bolt that holds my throttle cable in place, so my throttle was bent to one side. And honestly, yeah, probably cost me good 50 quid in repairs, but this has been an efficient one for A5, controlled start to finish. It is scary how quick he is right now. That is 6 for 7 for Red Bull. As we are going to have a look at the fight further back, this is one that is a sad one. Jackie out of fuel, as is Edvir. So they've got Death Mage, who's catching them at a massive rate of knots. They both run out of fuel, I believe. Yeah. That is unbelievable. A5, fair warning, you won't find much excitement in the VODs. It's been absolute chaos and rambling, babbling, and sounding more like Boris Johnson than a commentator at some times. Especially with some of the shit I was saying about Comic-Con. Beg no one clips that. Death Mage loses out the position. Edvir loses out the position to Death Mage. Jackie will cross the line in P10 and sneak a point. No, he won't. More penalties. No points for Jackie. It's not just that A5's the quickest, because he is. It's not just that he's got decent commentating. Well, not decent. One of the best qualities on the grid, because he does. And it's not just because he's got the best strategy and makes the best calls, because he does. He's got all three of them. And that is why he has won 3-3 so far in Division 2. And yet again, how can you stop him at the moment? He has won already a quarter of the races this season, and we've only run a quarter of the races this season. Frightening stats. And you feel Max Verstappen's regen in HRA has just been discovered. Yeah, thanks. Thanks, George. Cheers. Uh-huh. Nice. Hey, at least I didn't say furries, okay? We don't like them. Walking past them at Comic-Con now, that is scary. Especially when one of them looks at you. Ugh. That creeped me out, man. Nah, furry to Kusky style. Alright, fair. I'm not going to judge, but it's a bit weird, innit? Yeah, it is genuinely. Hey, yo. No. Hey, I know someone who dresses up in a fursuit. Well, they're my brother's mate, but they are a nice person, but still scares the shit out of me. Excuse the language again. Yeah. No. The fucking emote. I'm so mate. I'm so tired. But yeah, it is horrifying when you're just walking with your mates, hanging with your mates at Comic-Con, you know. Maybe you relived a bit of nostalgia, you've got a Pokemon pack in your hand, you know. Flashback to 12 years ago, vibing at school. And you look up and there's just a furry staring directly at you. I've been sat at the Costco in the middle, or is it Starbucks, the fucking coffee place in the middle of the XL in London. Just been chatting. There's a wood wall that just goes just below head height. I look next to me and there is just a furry leaning against the wall, sort of like scouting out at people with their fucking hands up in the air doing the fucking like cat thing, and I'm like, what the hell? Yeah. Strange people. Alright, anyone watching the VOD, I'm so sorry for this. It's been an absolute stinker, but I recommend keeping an eye on the chat, because the chat has been what's kept this alive. And a decent bit of racing. And once again, I'm sorry to everyone who's had to deal with my chaos, my Wi-Fi, and everything else. It'll be better Friday, because I'll actually have sleep. And be on the back of a better day, and probably have an energy drink in my system as well, because I needed that. I will be streaming Div 1 next week as well. Quick one. I will not be streaming Div 2, but if we can not get a streamer, I have cover already arranged. It will be Harry Bartram, League of South Africa commentator. He knows nothing about this league, but I'll send him screenshots and everything. But that's if we can't find anyone. If George or Kusky, if you want to do it, more than welcome to, mate. Be my guest. Give Div 2 a shot. But for now, yeah. I'll see you Friday. Let's do it all over again, shall we? It's fine. I got 2 days to recoup. Alright. Have a good one, guys.